boy.
That game. I guess we can talk about. We talk about it on the show
Yeah. And we are live.
already. So, are you putting an intro in or no?
Not this week.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I've got to figure out how to do it.
Okay. Then I'll start if you're ready.
One second, I'm going to tweet it out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That would be good. Amazon's Jack Ryan TV show will be a movie in 10 parts. Okay.
I've got so many things on my screen. I need another. I need a third monitor.
If I had the space and the money, I'd love to get one of those like ultra wide monitors.
Oh yeah.
Those things are kind of crazy. Where you can have four different screens on one monitor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Pokemon Go has peaked, says analyst. Well, no shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna consider it's losing like millions of people a day.
I mean, once you have so many people download the game, you can't really, even if they're, just because it's peaked doesn't mean there isn't a lot of people still playing it, though.
True, very true.
It just means so many people have already downloaded it.
A peak could also be in a plateau, which is just fine.
Yeah. Apparently there's stuff in the list. They just updated the game. Apparently there's stuff in the code that suggests they're going to be bringing different stuff, new stuff soon.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Wait, DualShock 4 adapter coming to PC? You need an adapter for that? To use a DualShock 4? I thought
Isn't it Bluetooth?
I thought that, yeah, and I thought you could just plug it in if it wasn't.
Well, for people like me who don't have a Bluetooth in their computer, but then again, you can just get an adapter, as you will.
Cheaper than what they're selling this for. $25. You get a Bluetooth little dongle for like 10.
Yeah, along with that news with the adapter, like there was a bunch of PlayStation games that kind of showed up on Steam.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's intriguing. That's not in the news, is it?
Nope, I don't have that.
Okay. It'd be cool to play some of those games on PC, because I don't know. I'd rather not I'd rather not get a PS4 if I don't have to. If I can play them on PC.
I don't think those were PS4 games. I think those were PlayStation Classic games.
Uh,
Oh, I forgot to turn my lamp on behind me. Give me a second. I need as much light as possible. It's so dark in here.
Stephen King wrote a story about Batman that you can listen to now.
Doesn't he narrate it? I want to say he does.
I guess, yeah. That's interesting. I'm gonna save that. There we go. Phone's turned on silent. Still haven't seen anything on Rogue One.
Oh. I've seen the initial trailer, and that's kind of about it.
I haven't even seen a teaser. I think I'm just gonna go into it blind because for whatever reason, I've avoided it this far. I mean, unless I go see a movie like Doctor Strange or something, and then it's the trailer's there, or the trailer's at the movie theater. I'm not gonna go out in the movie theater or close my eyes, stick my fingers in my ears, and go la la la. If I see it, I see it, but I'm not gonna actively seek it out.
I think I did that once with a movie. I was at the movies for another one, and a trailer came on of one I was just going to go dark into. I literally turned around in my seat and plugged my ears and went la 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 la. I got some weird looks from people.
I imagine. You ready?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Welcome to episode 269 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from thegeeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And I don't know. This might be a shorter show again. Might not be. I don't know. It depends. I haven't played a bunch of stuff, so. But you've played a few things. So.
I have, yeah. Yeah, thanks to me kind of starting to regularly stream, I'm playing games I haven't played before. And one of them I completely forgot to even put on the list. So I'll go ahead and get started. I played a game last Friday for the game night, and that was Titanfall 2. The first tech test was last Friday. The second one starts today. And if you play by yourself and not with other people, the game's fine. The game, it's Titanfall. Basically how I heard it described, and I kind of liked the way the pilots on the ground are made out of paper, and they shoot diamonds. And the Titans are tanks with pea shooters. And that was basically true. You know, when you're on the ground as a pilot, boy, do you die fast. And Blue actually kept saying that all night long, like, you die quick.
It's kind of how the first one was. I mean, as far as the Titans go, it always seemed, whenever you got a new Titan, you never really felt that. You never really felt like you were doing a lot of damage. Or...
I'm talking about pilot versus pilot kind of a thing. Like, you die quick.
Yeah.
But when you're in a Titan, you know, you do last, you know, a lot longer. But boy, do you do like no damage to anybody.
That's the part where I'm saying that's kind of how it was in the first game. It didn't seem like you did a lot of damage in a Titan.
I felt like I could at least kill pilots. Like, I don't think I killed a single one when I was in a Titan.
I killed some when I was in the Titan, but yeah, it's. But when you're trying to battle another Titan, it doesn't.
Are you talking about the Titanfall 2 or Titanfall 1?
I'm talking about Titanfall 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you're in a Titan battling another Titan, it's just. I don't know. It seems like.
I felt like I was doing more damage punching them than I was shooting them.
Yeah. That I ended up trying that too, because I would see one not even paying attention, and I would shoot it, you know, and I would do my gun, charge it up, shoot it a couple times, and it looked like there was like no damage, you know, hardly any damage done to it. And then all of a sudden I would get shot at, and then bam, it's telling me to eject.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, so it did seem like, you know, like, I'm dying faster than everybody else. Why?
So there's
not fair.
Some inconsistencies, I think. Definitely. Maybe it's different. The different Titans versus other Titans. Maybe
that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it was the Titans we were given for this tech. Those Titans sucked. You know, because there are different versions of Titans. There's more than just the 3. This time around, but we were only given 2 for this tech test. One thing I thought was kind of different was the rodeo of the enemy Titans was different. Did you ever try to do that? Like jumping on an enemy Titan?
No, I have not tried that on Titanfall 2. No.
Well, when you do it the first time, you basically pull out a core. Like you don't like pull like a panel off the machine and just shoot it. No, you actually take out like a core, and like it actually like takes like the shields or like the armor away from the Titan when you pull out the core. So actually makes it weaker to pull it out. And then you kind of jump off. And what friendly, or, you know, you can jump out of the Titan and do this yourself, you can go and pick that core back up and put it back in. But when
that's interesting.
When that core is out, when you then jump on the enemy Titan again, you basically take a grenade and throw it down the tube that you just took the core out of, and then jump off again.
Okay.
So you're never on the enemy Titan for very long. Like you don't sit there and shoot. Like you're on there, you do your thing, and it's all automatic. You do the thing, jump off, jump on again, or grab. What I always did was I just grapple hook, get back on again, grapple hook, do it again, grapple hook, do it again. 4 or 5 times, and you can get the Titan dead.
The grappling hook seems a little. It just doesn't seem as cool as the trailer showed initially.
It's harder to make it look cool. because the grappling hook's going to take you where it's going to take you. If you want to get somewhere, you have to do it correctly.
Yeah,
like you have to grapple to the right spot and jump right as you're going off, and get sailing, and you can actually like launch yourself. It actually kind of reminded me of Attack on Titan, the anime. Them using those grappling hooks, jump around, get on the Titans, and jumping on their backs. I thought that was kind of funny in a way.
Yeah. Overall, the game seems a little slow to me.
You're not the first person to say that.
Okay.
Knox mentioned that as well. He did say that moving about seemed slow.
Especially when you have like a grappling hook, you think, oh, that shit, but no, that it feels that using the grappling hook, it I don't know, it doesn't feel as smooth as you think it would.
I thought it felt smooth. I just felt it was slower than you think it would be. But then you got to think, you got to give the enemy a chance to shoot you. If you move too fast, you're gonna the players are gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, but that was my initial take on it. Was this seemed slower than what we saw, like from E3.
I don't know. Did you ever try to play with other people?
No one that I knew. No.
Okay, that's where the game breaks.
Oh.
Because the invite player was broken.
Oh, that I bet. Wow, then that must have been an interesting game night.
Well, you can. There are clans, basically what they call networks. So we all got in the same network, and you can invite players from the network, but it only worked for one game. And but before we actually figured that out, what we had to do was, okay, everybody go to I forget what it was called, like the domination mode. All right, everybody, press A in 3, 2, 1, go. And that actually worked. So
okay.
So yeah, that's the part that's broken, and they have stated that that's still going to be broken this weekend.
Okay. Which, if you're listening to this, I'm going to try to put this out tonight, like as soon as we get done recording, just edit it so it comes out tonight, which we're recording on Friday, so
yeah, that
way I know, hey, I'm in front of my computer, let me work on this now, so that if later on I don't have time, because
does it come out Wednesday?
Yeah. Oh. Like literally, I have not turned on my computer since last week when we recorded. Well, no, on Wednesday I turned it on to edit the podcast and put it out, but I haven't had time to do too much more. But yeah, so this, if you're listening to it, it should come out on Friday. So if you listen to it shortly after it, is posted, then the Titanfall 2 tech test is still going on.
Now,
it should be going on.
This would be a beta, right?
Yeah, I mean they said they. I mean, we talked about this last week.
This comes out in October.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. They said alpha footage, or alpha gameplay, but it's like 2 months away. It's got to be beta.
It can't be. It has to be in beta. It has to be. I mean, we happy few. That's an alpha. That I believe. Titanfall 2, that
But
was
no,
not.
no. We Happy Few is early access. It's not an alpha. It's early access.
No, it's alpha. It says it on it. Alpha.
Does it really say alpha?
It really does.
I just see game preview. I guess when you boot it up, it says alpha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you see like the version number in the corner.
Game preview. It's not even early access. A game preview. God, man, there's so many terms for these things.
Well, it's early access on Steam, which is where I bought
Yeah.
it. Game preview on Xbox One.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know why you can't just call it early access. Like, is that really, like, that's not trademarked. That's the same thing as saying, oh, it's a beta. It's beta on Xbox, like it's a beta on, PC, like it's a beta on PS4. You'd think those terms would just be generic enough to where they can just use them on everything, but no, they have to have their own, it's a game preview, not an early access.
Right. It's not a beta, it's a tech test.
I don't know. Maybe they think that sounds more impressive. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Friday. And then for Monday, on my stream, I played a game called Tharsis. This was not a game to stream, by the way. This is quite boring to stream. So, people looking to stream this game, don't do that. Basically what this game is a signal has been, heard on Mars. So people from Earth send a spaceship out to see what this signal could be. And on the way there, shit goes wrong constantly on the ship. And it almost seems like it's a board game. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because there is literal dice rolls. Like you really do roll dice on the game. And it's like, this section of the ship is broken, and it takes 23 to fix. And so you have a certain number of rolls. It's almost like a Yahtzee kind of a thing. You roll your certain number of die, save the ones you want, roll again, and then try to add up to that number. And like multiple people can be in that section, like multiple astronauts or whatever can be in that section. So you can have like multiple throws or multiple dice rolls, and then you gotta worry about food and stress, and you can actually turn to cannibalism, eat people, and the game got hard fucking quick. And like I said, it was quite boring to watch. It was quite boring to play as well. I got this on a humble bundle, not the one that's going on right now, but it's the one that just ended. I got it on that humble bundle, which was like Humble Bundle Survive or whatever. So I got a bunch of like survival type games. So I'll go through some of those on my streams. But another game that I played, and I did not stream this one because I knew this one again would not be one to stream. Called Planet Base, and this one is a strict base building game. There's no enemies to fight or whatever. you are building a colony on a planet, and basically you have to juggle resources, and then get like you can be like going along like, oh, everything is great, I'm self-sustaining, everything is great. Oh crap, I'm out of food. Now everybody's dying. Now things are getting fixed. And things are breaking. I'm running out of power now. Oh fuck. Like, you run out of one resource, that's gonna affect everything. And it's kind of challenging, but it's also kind of fun.
Huh.
I guess kind of the end goal of it is to basically you end up terraforming the planet, maybe. I don't know. I don't tend to get far before shit goes bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I hit a point like, oh, it just autosaved, didn't it? Fuck. So,
Is autosave? Can you not turn that off? Is it a?
I'm sure you can, and you can manually save, but you don't think about that. Like, oh, things are going great. I'm just going to keep going. Just not worry about saving. Oh fuck! An asteroid just hit my CO2 thing, and my only engineer was in it. Now
That's where you make save an auto key, so or a hotkey.
I'm pretty sure F5 is quick save, just like it is
Okay.
with most games. But I don't think about it. You'd think I would. Yeah, I've been playing PC games all my life. You'd think I can do quick. I have it should be like no thinking, quick save. It just doesn't happen.
That's a habit you need to start getting yourself into,
Yeah.
or not.
No, we're not. And just having to start over again. Yeah. Yeah, that's Planet Base. And let's see. It's another game that I played. Oh. A game that was free with gold a while back that I just never played. The Sherlock Holmes game.
Oh yeah.
Crimes and Punishment.
I don't think I ever played that either.
It's like I like detective games, and it's kind of fun. So I'm not going to talk about it. It's a detective game.
It's kind of fun.
It's I'm not going to say it was a blast, but if you like detective games, the Sherlock Holmes games, you're probably already playing.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's okay. There it is. Yeah, that cover. The what is it? The cover for it or the art for it?
Mm-hmm.
You look at it and you don't think Sherlock Holmes,
No.
because he doesn't like it just looks like some generic dude.
Yeah, and actually, let's see if I can.
If you look in the background carefully, you kind of can tell that's Watson, because he's dressed like Watson. Well, at least he has the hat on.
Yeah, that is Sherlock Holmes, and you can like there are points in the game where you have to dress up in disguise, and you go back to 22 B Baker Street, and go to your wardrobe and pick your outfit, pick your hat, pick your mustache, and off you go.
Okay, it's interesting.
But like I said, it is fun, and there are the mini games that it has within it. Like, there's one. It was a puzzle game. Like, it was like a 3D puzzle kind of thing. Like, you had to rotate it in just the right way and move pieces in the right direction. That was quite hard. There was an arm wrestling kind of a mini game I had to do. That was quite hard because you had to. There was like you could push, hold, or a restrain, which is stop them from going, and you had to read the dude's facial expressions to figure out which one he was doing. So you need to use up all your stamina trying to push when he's holding you in place. I don't know. It's if you already have it, check it out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I downloaded it because it was free. I download everything that's free just in case.
So do I, including wrestling, which I hate wrestling, but I downloaded it anyway.
I don't even think I downloaded that, actually. To be honest, I think I was just like, I know I'm definitely not going to play this, and it seems like no one I know is going to play this. So,
yeah.
I'm not even going to waste the time.
But that's been it for me. What about you?
Okay. Well, talked about Titanfall 2. I did play some of that. We'll play some of that tonight. Let's see. What else do I have? Worms WMD. That is pretty much Worms. So
I have launched it. That's about as far as I've gotten with Worms WMD.
Yeah. I never played. I don't think I played the campaigns in any of the other games, or
there were campaigns.
If there were, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. But I played through some of the campaign in this, and there's some tough challenges, like initially early on.
Really?
If you're not familiar with this game, like I've watched the Achievement Hunter guys play through the campaign stuff, so I knew what the challenges were. But they've been playing this game for,
those guys are Worms experts. So much so that they're in the game.
Yeah, their voices are in the game. Yeah.
Which you can't tell those are their voices.
Well, because they put it through the Worms filter.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to him like. That was Gavin because I was British. I can't tell you who the other ones were.
Apparently, I'm watching one of their Let's Plays. They were like, "Oh, you can tell that's Jeff because his voice cracked."
There was one I thought it might have been Jeff.
Yeah, but there are some challenges like finish with all your worms in a building, so that can be kind of tricky. Because I didn't expect to kill all of them with just two turns. I had like two worms, each had a turn. I didn't expect to kill all like 6 or 7 worms in just those 2 turns. So I didn't, plan ahead, I guess. Because it's just you'll do one thing and then it could trigger into something else that's just crazy, Like you'll do one thing and could knock a worm into a mine that they can blow up, and it can trigger a barrel that blows up and knock them into another mine, or stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of that game you can't really predict too well.
No,
it's a little chaotic, or a lot chaotic, which we both have it. We got codes for it, so we definitely gotta figure out when we can sit down and run through it, or do something with it, because that's an easy game to record too, because it's shared screen.
Right. Yeah.
It's one screen, so that's simple there. let's see, what are some of the other challenges? Like, don't use a bazooka, which I didn't look at the challenges, and I immediately used a bazooka, and then I was like, oh, I should look at the challenges, and it was like, do not use a bazooka. I'm like, well, shit.
Well,
like,
shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Maybe I should have looked beforehand. You can craft during, like, when it's not your turn. You can do crafting stuff. You can dismantle some stuff you have for crafting supplies, I guess, and then if you can craft other stuff while it's not your turn. So that's kind of cool. Streamlining the game, giving you kind of something to do while you're waiting for the PC to do, or the computer to do stuff. And it seems like the computer does some stupid things.
Okay.
Like, just, the computer, okay, first turn, the computer's just gonna jump rope and not do anything. It's gonna skip its turn. Okay, I mean, that's,
sure,
I guess you can
sure,
do that.
Why not? Just give me that free turn. I'll take it.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying it's kind of weird. I mean, and then there was one time where it like launched a bazooka in the air, trying to rain it down on the other side of the map on one of my characters, and it just totally missed. Like okay, like, just in the air, curved in a little angle, but pretty much straight up in the air. Like, I guess you can do that. It's just a little crazy, but I need to sit down and make a Worms team of my own, customize it, that kind of stuff. But Worms is a game I wish more people we knew had.
Yeah, that is definitely more fun with more than 2 people.
Like, our game night group, I wish we could talk them into, even just a couple of them into it, because this supports up to 6 players. 6 players, and 8 worms each, up to 8 worms each. So it can get crazy, hectic, I mean, I would love to be able to play 6 players with this. Is there matchmaking?
I don't know. Like I said, I just started to get the game up like once, and then just to kind of like look at like the teams and listen to all the voices.
Yeah, and after like the first or second level, there was like a cutscene where it was like a used car commercial, but for tanks.
Awesome.
So it was like it was pretty funny. It was talking about how the tank can jump and stuff like that, and how it has a CD player in it. Like, okay, it was pretty funny. What does WMD stand for? Do you know?
I do not.
I don't think I've looked that up. I haven't really thought of it. There's a couple times where I'm like, what does WMD? And then I just kind of forget about it. I wonder if it even has a meaning.
Probably does.
Like, I kind of assumed it was like worms, mass destruction, but why would it be worms? Worms, mass destruction? I don't know, but multiplayer, local. Oh, there's a ranked mode. Go head to head against another player in a ranked one-on-one battle.
Has many different meanings. Wonderful multiplayer destruction. We've massive discounts. We make devastation. We make y'all dangerous. Worms must die. Well, that's me dead. And this is on the Wikipedia page, by the way. Worms in many destinations, walking mechanicized destructions, and we're mighty dangerous.
Okay. There's local multiplayer, there's ranked one-on-one, there's quick play, where you can play against one other opponent using the beginner scheme, game select, what's game select? Beginner, immediate, pro, and then 2 players, 4 players, and 6 players you can choose from. And then private game, where I guess you can choose those same settings. And then customize stuff, like turn time, rounds to win, worms, health, stuff like that. So yeah, 6 players though. That's pretty cool. That it supports up to six players multiplayer, because that I for some reason I don't know if any of the other Worms games have gone that much. I just know 4. I've only ever seen 4 when I've watched videos like the Achievement Hunter and stuff. It's only been 4, so
yeah. Well, they for this one they even mentioned like, oh my god, look at all those worms on screen.
Yeah, because you can have up to 6 with 8 each, so that's 48 worms.
Yeah, that's
pretty crazy. We gotta try to get the some of our group to pick it up. Like, yeah, talk to them in the chat, or be like, hey, Larry, here's their email. Email them and ask them for a couple codes.
Yeah, and
at the very least.
And Scar's just gonna go boring, yawn, or what? Because Scar hates everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we can get one of them to send an email and get a couple codes, maybe we could at least have maybe 4 total. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to playing it regardless. You and me, like one-on-one or whatever, because it's fun. So it's a crazy chaotic game, and they've added tanks and mechs. There's a mech and helicopters and like all kinds of crazy stuff. So, I mean, if you know anything about the Worms games, they were already pretty chaotic and crazy, and now they've just made them even crazier than before. So
excellent.
So look forward to that on our YouTube channel, people, in the future. So, let's see. Besides that, I've just been to more Pokemon Go. Pretty much. I'll go to the local park, or walk around my block whenever I have free time, and just be like on my phone, just like, ooh. Or if I'm out somewhere, I just pull up the phone and I'm like, oh, cool, there's a just before we started, I was like, let's see, oh, there's an Oddish. Okay, let me catch this Oddish. I am almost level 25 in the game, so
I couldn't tell you what level I am. Maybe 6, because I stopped playing.
It gets once you get to around 20ish, it takes forever to get to higher levels. Right now, let's see, I am at 24, and to get to 25 you need 150,000 XP. And you get 100 XP for catching a Pokemon. You get 50 for going to a Pokestop.
You better start catching, man.
You do, though. The way you catch them, though, you can get 10 points for like a nice throw, 50 for a great, and then 100 for an excellent. And like I explained that in the past, it's like a circle that gets smaller and smaller and then resets. And if you get it within the circle when it's smaller, that's the rank of whether nice, great, or excellent.
Did you hear about the guy who kind of like made like a It's like a
The case?
0.2 mile loop, and like put like a bunch of lures down, and like did a walk, and like got like a bunch of XP, and Niantic flagged him for cheating. I mean, he didn't. He did the full thing legit.
That's pretty lame. That's pretty bad. I did see they have like an iPhone case someone's made to where it's like it's like covers up most of the screen except for like the path where you would throw the Pokeball. So it's like so you can throw it straight and there's no curviness. Kind of like a cheating thing. Someone's made one of those and they've been selling them. They've been 3D printing them.
There was one that I saw really early on. Somebody made the Pokedex one, and when you open it up, it like a little spring flips over to have one of those on it.
Let's see. Can I find it? Yeah, this is similar. Just for you to see, Stuart. It's like shows like some stuff, but it's it's pretty much. It's that's cheating right there. I say.
It does look like it's cheating, yeah.
It's not cheating that's going to get you caught, but it's still, in my opinion, that's cheating. Like some of the cool stuff is like, oh my god, I got an excellent, which that's 100, so that doubles the XP you get pretty much. And I mean, I don't know. It's I would not. This is like $199 and $199 shipping. Granted it's for iPhone, but I'm sure there's ones for the other phones and stuff. But I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get something like this.
No.
But I'm enjoying Pokemon Go because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get into shape, and it's something that is helping me with that.
Which is why I should be playing, but I.
And last weekend I went up to we have a wildlife refuge. Went there, walked around. We drove up the so-called mountain. But it's not a mountain because it's not tall enough to be a mountain technically. Yeah, but they call
you live where it's flat, so it's probably a molehill. You call it a mountain.
It's supposedly like 1,000 feet high, but I think a mountain technically needs to be like at least 2,000 or so. Let me see. No, it's 2,000 feet high. So. I can't. But yeah, it's not that tall. It really isn't. And like you said, I live in the Great Plains, which is a fancy term for it's flat.
Right.
Which means it's windy as hell all the time. Which that's the one thing I do not like. But yeah, it's something I'm doing. It helps. It helps get me more active than I would be. I would just be sitting here and playing video games or watching something or and just I'm like, oh, we're going to go to the wildlife refuge and see if there's anything out there, which, funny enough, around our so-called mountain, there was a bunch of, there was like Clefairies that spawned a bunch.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny if you remember the
I do. I know
the TV show.
Mount Moon. Yeah, I got you.
It's pretty funny. I found that hilarious. So, yeah, it's something I'm continuing on doing. They updated it like 2 days ago or a day ago, but they didn't really add anything new. Like, there's stuff in the code people have examined, because people are always going to examine code to
For
try to get the scoop.
some damn reason.
I mean, this is not just for this game, but for everything. Every time there's an update for anything, there's somebody out there who's like examining the code line by line, looking for some little morsel so they can be the first to post it. I don't got time for that stuff though. But there's stuff that hints at other stuff coming. But they have now an appraisal where you can click on your Pokemon. Like, okay, I'll do one right now. Oop, let's see.
Yeah, I've been seeing people kind of using that for nefarious purposes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, apparently, like, the trainers say like the name of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, like, if you rename it, it's gonna say that renamed name.
Oh, yeah.
If you get where I'm going, and it's the internet, your dick.
Yeah.
Your dick is the best one of them all.
Let's see. Let's do my Scyther.
Your dick is huge.
Okay. Let's take a look at your Scyther, shall we? Overall, your Scyther is a strong Pokemon. You should be proud. Its attack is its strongest feature. It's got excellent stats. How exciting. Aw, what a small... I get it. What a small Scyther. It's rather cute, I'd say. Hope I was able to help. Take care. And there are some that are like, oh, it's, defense is its strongest stat, or it's, attack is its strongest stats, and its defense is equally as, and it's generic stuff like that it doesn't really add anything to the game.
No.
Like, oh, its defense is its strongest stat. Okay, well, I can't even see the defense because it doesn't even show defense when you look at your Pokemon.
Which is what, 5? Well, I don't know.
Well, it's like, oh, HP is on. Okay, I'm looking at a Golduck. Yes, the CP level is 1352. The HP is 105. The weight is, 1.61 kilograms. The height is 1.58 meters. Then the attack is Confusion, Psychic, 15, Ice Beam, Ice, 65. That's it. Doesn't say anything about defense. So I don't know why some of it's like, oh, your defense is really high. Okay, well, it doesn't say anything about defense. Do you mean its health? Or I don't know. There's no defense on any defense stats, so it's kind of weird. And it doesn't really it doesn't really add anything to it. I don't know, but
it adds a plea of, please keep playing. We added new stuff. See?
Yeah, let's see. I have caught 91 and I've seen 91.
Well, good.
And I've got like, I can do a bunch of evolutions to get more, that I haven't seen or caught or whatever. I'm just waiting. I don't know. I'm just waiting to power certain ones up. The gym stuff, I try to go capture some gyms because that's how you can earn coins.
Right,
so you can buy the items.
Yeah.
So I try to remember to do that, but I always kind of forget. But luckily there's a gym, like, I go out my back door and, go out the back gate and right back door. There's a field. I just walk down it, and there's a church right next to it where there's a gym and a Pokestop. So I can always at least walk there, get that gym, and be like, hey, at least I got 10 coins for the day. Which, you need like 80 to end up getting really anything.
Right.
Yeah, but anyways, it's something I'm continuing to do. It's, it's just, it's a mobile game where I can do, while I'm out busy doing stuff, I can pull up and, check out and do stuff in the game, and, I can make trips to go walking around a park or go to like I said, the wildlife refuge here, or go somewhere else and get exercise, get fresh air. That, and there was a restaurant out in the wildlife refuge that was having a Pokemon special for tacos.
Okay.
So that kind of also, I was like, ooh. They were like, show us you're playing the game, and you'll get this special, which was like 3 tacos and a drink for $6. Homemade tacos, not like
Okay,
like,
I was gonna say, it's like I get more than that at Taco Bell.
no, these were homemade, like really good.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Real tacos, gotcha.
real tacos, yeah. So it was kind of cool. It's like, my friend forgot to do that, so he ended up paying like 8 something, and I ended up paying 6. So it saved me $2. So that's
$2 is $2.
that's $2 extra. So it was fun. It's getting me to go see, to revisit nature in my area that I normally just like, why do I need to go out there? I've been out there, which it's like I haven't been out to our wildlife refuge in like, I 10 years maybe.
Well, I mean, usually, things in, people's backyards, people don't tend to go to that often.
Yeah, definitely. So, and it was also, I'll also say this, I have Project Fi, which is Google's service that piggybacks off of T-Mobile and Sprint, and they just updated to where it's US Cellular as well.
Yeah, I remember.
So
I remember
three different networks now, and there was a couple spots where I didn't have service, but for the most time out there, I got great service. I always had service for the most part, which, because it would switch. Oh, T-Mobile doesn't have signal here. Okay, well, Sprint does. So it would switch. So, that was pretty cool. That's very. I really like that service.
Now they just need to get Verizon jump on board, and God damn it, they've got the whole country covered.
Pretty much, like that would be a game changer if they had Verizon on board.
Yeah, add Verizon and put Samsung phones on the plan.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I would be on Project 5.
Well, the thing with the Samsung phones is that they need to have that technology. They need to put that technology in their phones.
Yes, that does that too.
To where they can switch between the different radios. That's the thing with the reason why it's only the three different Nexus phones: the Nexus 6, the Nexus 5X, and the 6P, which mine is the 6P. That's the reason, is because it's it has the technology where it can switch. If service is greater here than there, it's able to switch. Plus, it's an unlocked phone, so I mean,
right.
I could take this phone and go to any other carrier that's got a SIM card, or and use it. So, and I only pay $30 a month. 20 for unlimited talk and text, and 10 for each gig, and I only use about a gig of data a month, because most of the time I'm always on Wi-Fi. I have gone over a little bit because I've been out a lot more than I normally am because of Pokemon Go, but yeah. So I thought I'd chime in on that. It's, if anyone's looking for a cheap phone service, that's the way to go. And you can get the Nexus 5X for like $200. Yeah. Straight up. No, I mean, and you're not stuck in a contract. You can cancel anytime, go to, T-Mobile or AT&T or whatever with a SIM card, and, if you don't like it. But I'm loving the Project Fi. It's pretty good. It's definitely, it's the same price as some of those like budget, carriers like Boost Mobile and Metro PCS, stuff like that.
Mm.
It's about the same price, but you know, you get better coverage because you get three networks. So, anyways, that's all I've been up to. News.
Okay, let's go on to news. Let's see what we got for news. New games with gold for next month have been announced, and as I pull them up, I can tell you what
I
they
saw
are.
this and I kind of forgot about. I forgot what they were.
So
I
did
remember I was underwhelmed for the most part.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
They are for the Xbox One. They are Earthlock Festival of Magic, which is like an RPG, which is actually kind of cool. I'll definitely check that one out. That's from September 1st to the 30th. And then your September 6th through October 15th slot is Assassin's Creed Chronicle China, which is like the only Assassin's Creed game I don't have. Minus Syndicate. I don't have Syndicate.
Isn't there a Russia?
I don't think so.
Or were they going to come? I thought there was another one besides the China, another Chronicles that came out besides China.
Well, Google does autocomplete to Russia. There is a Russia that came out in February. I did not know that.
Hey! Look at me. I have never played an Assassin's Creed game.
They're good. You really should. Alright, and for the 360, which our game was backwards compatible with the Xbox One, September 1st through 15th, Forza Horizon, which I'm sure the OFR guys are really happy about that.
Yeah, I guess.
They probably already have the game. Who are we kidding?
Yeah, I mean, they're excited about Horizon 3?
Yeah,
that's the new one that's coming out?
I think. I don't know. They're playing Forza 6 tonight, so I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, besides Titanfall 2. Which,
right.
But yeah.
And then from September 16th to the 30th is Mirror's Edge.
That's the only one I'm kind of excited about. And this is the original one, not the new one that recently came out.
Right.
If anyone's just so no one's confused. But I'm kind of excited about it because I've never played it before. But it's when did Mirror's Edge come out? 2007? Yeah, so it's a 9-year-old game. So out of all these four, I'm kind of only excited about one.
I'll definitely play the Earthlock game and Assassin's Creed. So yeah. I'm 3 for 4. So
yeah, it's I don't know
because I've already played Mirror's Edge, so I'm good there.
There's no Rise still, so
still no Rise.
I'm sad about that.
October, that's your next chance. October.
Well, October might be. Well, no, November might be Dead Rising 3 because 4 comes out in December. So maybe October? I don't know. Hopefully. I hope so. Because
one of these days, it might happen.
I hope so, because that's a fun game, and I want us to be able to play that and do the co-op stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, that's something, I guess. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm kind of only excited about Mirror's Edge because I never got a chance. It's just one of those games I never really thought about much, and it'd be like, oh, it's so cheap at GameStop used, but I would have other stuff to play, so I kind of having it there where it's like, okay, I can click 3 times and have it downloaded, and then I can try it out. That's it. I like that for some of these games with gold, especially like Mirror's Edge. It's because it's like I said, I never got around to it. But if I have free time, I can be like, okay, click, click, I'm downloading. Okay, done, because those games were like 4 gigs, right?
Right.
Back then they were like 5 gigs maybe, because DVDs, they like even the weren't the highest 360 games like 7 gigs, 7 or 8.
8, I think I was.
Yeah. So they're not that much compared to like 42 gigs now.
See, what's Master Chief Collection? 90? No. 60 something?
Well, I mean, what's this Titanfall up, or this tech test? It's like 19 gigs?
Yeah.
Like, that was a reason why I didn't join last week, was because I thought I had it to download, through the smart glass, but for some reason my Xbox, the power cable got unplugged, so it never downloaded, so I didn't have the game when it was time to do the game night.
Yeah, that's why Scar didn't join us either. He started his download at noon, so by the time it was midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, it was 80%.
Yeah, 17.4 gigs for the tech. Double that, probably triple that, the full game.
Yeah.
I would expect around 40 gigs. So, yeah. But luckily, these older 360 games won't take too long to download. So, what else you got, Stuart?
1 second. Let's see. There's a controller that a Russian has patented, and I just want to say, look at this weird ass controller. Just look at it.
What is that on its side?
I don't know. Like this is definitely one that you need to watch the video podcast, because there's so many buttons. Like, that is absolutely one of those things, like, how the fuck do I hold this thing?
Like, do you twist?
Well, I got there's a there's a couple YouTube videos of like the guy using it. So here's the guy playing Counter-Strike, and you can see him holding it.
Okay, so it's kind of like a giant analog stick.
Yes, all kind of on its side, and that's your mouse look.
That's weird. Yeah, if you're listening to this, the video portion on YouTube, Stuart has an image or a video where it's showing a guy playing, and it's also showing him using the actual controller. There's so many buttons and they're not even labeled.
This is just a prototype, so I'm sure there'll be a label in some way, but the fact that, like, that's a lot of fucking buttons. Do you need that many buttons? No.
I'm guessing they're like hotkeys, so you can kind of maybe play, I don't know,
an MMO. I would not play an MMO with that thing.
Yeah,
because that's the only kind of a thing that's that you would need a bunch of buttons for. Like, no other game really uses the full keyboard unless you're playing a typing game, which fucking use a keyboard. That's what it's for.
Some of the MOBAs, I guess, use more buttons than a normal controller would have, right?
All the ones I've played have been 4.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I'm thinking, Smite 4, Dota 2 4, League of Legends 4, Here's the Storm 4.
I don't know. This thing is just weird.
It's huge too. But yeah,
It almost looks like a shoe.
kinda.
Like that picture, no, but in the dude's lap, it almost looked like a shoe. So, that's weird. That is just bizarre. But
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's. Man, I'm just speechless. It's just so weird. People thought the Steam controller was out there.
Right. At least that looked like a controller.
Yeah, you could tell what they were trying to do with the Steam controller. It just didn't hit. But this thing,
See what people think now that the Steam controller was really for, I kind of agree with, was that was a testing ground for the trackpads to put on the Steam VR. That was the test for those.
Okay.
Let's see what other kind of news we got. Sticking with Steam, Microsoft says that they're going to put more other games on Steam.
That's pretty cool.
That is awesome. And they're talking about like first party Microsoft published games. We got Quantum Break, which is coming to Steam, but see, does this article even mention like what it could be? Nah. No, but like they said, first party Microsoft games will be coming to Steam. And because of that, you don't need to have Windows 10 to play them.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, if they release Gears,
Yeah, you won't need Windows 10 to play. I mean, because Quantum Break for Steam does not require Windows 10.
that's interesting. I bet it does not run as well, though. I don't know. Some of these games, aren't they utilizing?
How much does the OS really affect?
Well, I mean, if
the
Ace is
game?
listening, he's gonna, or if he's not, he's gonna. I don't know. His ears are gonna tingle or something. But DX12, like some games, aren't they? Isn't Gears utilizing DX12 in a way? Isn't that one of the first ones that's gonna actually be utilizing it? So
Probably, but that doesn't mean it specifically runs on DX12. It could probably run DX10.
yeah, but I'm saying it'd be kind of, these games are probably optimized, or going forward, I would think, for DX12, so they would not,
Sure,
run
yeah.
as well.
If you want your best view with DX12, yeah, Windows 10 is the way to go.
Which, and then again, it's like, I don't know why you don't have Windows 10, because I like Windows 10. I think
I do too.
It's great. I mean, Windows 8 was so horrible. It was so bad. I did not like it. I only had it on my laptop because it came on it, when I bought my laptop. But, Windows 10 is so much better.
Right. I was at work, and I was just waiting, for that entire year for them to upgrade us to Windows 10. Never happened. Mainly because our IT guy hates Windows.
That's a shame.
So he talked my boss out of it.
What are y'all running, 7?
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not 8.
Yeah, it's not 8.
7 was pretty good. I enjoyed 7. But I'm sure there's so much. They're stopping support for 7, aren't they? Or they're going to soon.
Probably.
I think that was a story not too long ago.
I kind of remember that, yeah.
So,
Like the last service pack or whatever. Or the
Yeah.
last, yeah.
yeah, which they'll support it for business, for enterprise or whatever for next few years at least. But
Right.
yeah, it's that's interesting. I wonder. I don't know. Wonder how this will work with the like. So they're gonna have games on. So I wonder if they're gonna have games on Steam and Windows, the Windows 10 store at the same time.
Yes.
They're like,
Yes.
that's gonna be so confusing.
But the fact that nobody uses the Windows 10 store. Like, I can't tell you the last time I opened that thing.
But I see like the Play Anywhere. That's not gonna. That's not gonna be. Is that stuff gonna work with the Steam version of the game, or are you gonna have to use the Windows 10 versions for that?
I don't know. I mean, Quantum Break is not out on Steam yet, so a lot of these questions can't be answered just at the moment.
like these games where you're gonna get them, you buy on one platform, get them on both. It's just gonna be the Windows 10 version, I'm sure. I don't see them
most likely, yeah. The
giving the Steam versions
Play
away.
Anywhere stuff is most likely going to be the Windows 10 version.
Yeah, so it's great that it's on Steam, but the fact that it's still going to be on Windows 10 and they have all these, stuff like the Play Anywhere and stuff like that that's going to kind of make you play on Windows 10 or on the window or use the Windows 10 store most likely.
When the Play Anywhere games start coming out, we'll know.
Aren't they going to be coming out soon?
Yeah, I think Gears is maybe the first one. I could be wrong. I might be wrong.
Recore? Is Recore one? That comes out in September, right?
Recore is one of them.
Okay, yeah. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so I guess that'll be the first one we really see, I guess. Maybe?
Technically, We Happy Few is.
Is that published by Microsoft?
It's on the Play Anywhere list.
Okay. Yeah. Gears 4, Forza Horizon 3, Recore, Sea of Thieves, Halo Wars 2, Scalebound, Killer Instinct 3. I wonder if
Season 3.
Season 3, yeah. I wonder if Killer Instinct will go up in Steam.
I don't know.
State of Decay 2, Ark Survival Evolved, Cuphead, yeah, We Happy Few, Crackdown 3, yeah. So that's interesting that they would do that. Because do they have to give it? Steam takes a cut though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's interesting that they're kind of
when you look at the Play Anywhere, how does it work? It specifically mentions Windows 10. Play Anywhere will have to be installed on the Windows 10 Anniversary Edition update. So,
which I have not installed that on this PC I'm using right now.
I haven't either. I've forgotten all about it.
Apparently, it breaks webcams.
Oh, great!
Yeah. Apparently, that's a thing. I forgot to put on the list, but see if I can find it. Apparently, it breaks webcams. They're working on a fix. I don't know if it's come out yet. Here we
Microsoft
go.
Surface broken millions of webcams with Windows 10 anniversary update.
And the thing I hate about it is like the picture of the webcam that a lot of these articles are showing is the one I have.
Well, I use a Microsoft webcam, so it's absolutely going to break.
It's
It's guaranteed to break then.
I used to have a Microsoft webcam, and it just, for whatever reason, it stopped really working. So I had to get a Logitech one, which I have not had problems with. But yeah,
I've had this webcam for 10 years now,
wow.
and it does 1080p.
Recording, not streaming, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, yeah. It's breaking webcams. So that kind of has me a little like, I don't know if I want to update this yet or not.
Not yet. No.
I'm gonna
not
kind
with
of
what
wait.
we do.
Yeah, and like, you Google it and there's nothing that's come up and says, oh, they fixed it. No. So that's a big one. I thought you knew. I'm glad I told you.
No, yeah.
So you don't update and
Thank you.
and it just screw you out of all the stuff you've been trying to do, like streaming.
Streaming, yeah. I'll just have a static image of me just going the entire thing.
Yeah, mysterious freezing issues and broken USB connected webcams. I guess it's not taking in all the data that's being processed by the webcam, something like that.
So like maybe if you have a laptop, that's probably okay because it's not USB connected.
I actually have I'll have to look and see, because my laptop I actually did upgrade to the Windows 10 anniversary. That was before I saw the webcam thing, and I'm glad I saw that. I'm glad I saw that article, because I was meaning to. And I'm glad I've been busy and not been able to, be on the computer as much, because I might have just installed it, and boy, that would have been bad. But yeah. Wait to install the anniversary update until you see, until you Google webcam Windows 10 anniversary update and see that, oh, it's fixed.
Yeah.
Because that's a bad thing, especially if you're like us.
It'll be fixed by the time the Play Anywhere games start coming out.
Yeah, that is true. So I guess they could. I don't know. It's interesting, the whole Steam thing, that they're putting it on Steam. They're willing to give a cut away to Steam to, I guess, maybe draw more people.
I mean, it will absolutely sell more games this way.
Yeah.
They've said we have and will continue to look where it makes sense to bring out titles to Steam. So
it's just interesting, all the things Microsoft's been doing these last few years that are just not what Microsoft has done, in the past. I mean,
and the fact that they're the ones that are completely open to crossplay with PlayStation games.
And Sony's just, all they have to do is like pretty much give permission to,
right?
And they're just like, Sony saying anything? No. But yeah, it's interesting. I really think these last few years have shown a huge. It's shown the improvement is pretty much based on the change in pretty much management, like Phil Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's taken charge, everything
Absolutely.
they've been doing all kinds of stuff, all kinds of good stuff, and do they get credit not not even close to half the time. Half the time,
Nah.
because it's popular to hate Microsoft.
Right.
I was in a computer slash video game repair shop because my friend's Xbox, he had it in pawn, and when he got it out, it was broken, and the pawn place won't do anything about it, so he took it down to, you know, just to see if maybe he could pay to get it fixed, and the guy was going to charge him $10, and all he did was for diagnostics, and all he did was plug it in and try to turn it on, and the light, the little light went on, and that was it. I think the light and the chime went on, but nothing else happened, and he was going to get charged $10 for that. It's like, that's not diagnostics. That's
I did that.
But
That's why I brought it to you.
That guy was like shitting on Microsoft like so much. Like while we were there talking about, oh, you should just get a PlayStation 4. It's so much better, blah, 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 this and that. And then when I was like, yeah, well, all my friends are on the Xbox, he was just like quiet and didn't say anything, And then,
Well, then you should buy your friends' Xbox or PlayStation 4s as well, which I happen to sell right here.
And then he was going on to, oh, the Xbox One S doesn't really do 4K and blah blah, and I'm like, well, it does Netflix 4K. It doesn't do gaming 4K. And he was like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, okay, apparently I'm not
right.
gonna argue.
I'm wrong. Gotcha.
Yeah. I just shut up because it's like I'm not gonna argue with this guy, which, it does do 4K video, right?
Upscale, yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, no, it doesn't. It just, and I'm just like, okay. Like, you keep, okay, you're right. We're gonna leave now. So, bye.
Yeah, earlier, Ace's ears perked up. Just now, Nox's ears perked up. Xbox 4K? What?
Yeah.
That's what he's been talking about for a while.
Oh yeah, I see that in the chat every now and then. Didn't he just post something?
Yes, he did.
Towards you, I think.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting the way most people, I guess, feel about Microsoft now, which Microsoft's doing a lot of good stuff. Like. And and my friend was like, oh yeah, these PC gamers are just shitting on, and I'm like, well, it's not just that. I mean, if this guy was a hardcore PC gamer, he would kind of be liking some of the stuff Microsoft is doing, like with the Play Anywhere kind of features and stuff like that. I mean, they're opening it up. They're opening their games, and they're bringing games that would normally be on console only, and they're bringing them to the PC, like Gears 4 and. Because Gears 2 and Gears 3 weren't on PC, I don't think, right?
I don't think so.
I think the first Gears was on PC, but I don't think the others were. And, Forza, that's new, right? I don't think Forza's ever been on PC.
Forza Apex, I think, is the first one.
Yeah. And then, all these other games that, they would not, last generation during the 360, you would never see these games on the PC. But they're bringing them over. They're adding these features where, we could be playing the PC version during the game night with, Nox and Ace. That's going to be some cool stuff, being able to do that.
I mean, whenever they play Killer Instinct, that's what they do. Blue's been trying to get his fight stick to work on his PC.
Yeah,
because that's exactly what he wants to do.
But I know that Blue. I guess he's been having issues with that.
Yeah, it won't connect.
Yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, and when they announced, Gears, all the different modes you're going to be able to cross play with your friends and stuff like that. That's really cool. I know you're not into Gears, but the fact that that's an option.
Yeah.
Like whether it's multiplayer, whether it's campaign.
Co-op multiplayer.
Yeah, co-op multiplayer.
Because that's they never said competitive. They just said co-op multiplayer.
That is true. That is true. But I'm the co-op stuff at least,
Yes.
because that's the stuff you
So
really
that's
want.
horde mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the campaign co-op.
Yes.
So that stuff's cool. You know. And it gets people who may only have PCs and not Xboxes. It gets them involved. It gets them to be able to play with people who have Xboxes and not PCs.
Yeah.
They're growing they're growing the Xbox community.
Well, instead of having a PC community, Xbox community, PlayStation community, it's slowly evolving into a gaming community.
Yeah, well, it's gonna evolve into a Windows community and Sony community, because Sony seems to not want to play ball.
Right, and and now Ace just showed up in our Twitch chat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be really cool. I can't wait till some of those big games start coming out and we're able to, like you and me are able to play on higher resolutions and play on our PCs, and we're still able to be in party chat with everyone else. Like a lot of the times, the last couple times I've been on party chat on my computer.
Oh yeah.
With everyone else, when they're on their, especially if I like the rare cases that I stream, I'm on the Xbox app for Windows, because that's able to stream. I'm able to stream with that pretty easy. Because you and me, we can't use the Xbox streaming.
No, because I like my pretty overlay that I spent time making.
Yeah, and we have all this equipment. By golly, we need to
We're gonna use it. Yeah, that's right.
It's like I was saying last week. We're kind of perfectionists.
Yeah.
That's the one of our biggest problems, is we're always trying to do more than maybe we can handle.
Yes.
So,
and we
what
will
else
continue
you got?
to do as such.
Exactly. And half the time things will break. Half the time they'll barely work.
Right.
What else do you got? I see the next topic.
Yeah. A while back, GoldenEye was apparently supposed to come to the Xbox 360. And according to Phil Spencer, who kind of commented about this story, and there's like a 30-minute video of somebody playing it on the 360. He said that the reason it didn't come out wasn't because of technical issues; it was because of licensing issues, which is partly the reason we also didn't see GoldenEye come out on the Rare replay stuff.
Didn't they release kind of a semi-remake of it on the Wii U? Or
yeah,
the Wii?
with like Daniel Craig.
Yeah,
instead
it was like a halfway remake.
Right.
Half-assed remake. I heard that was bad.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that never happened. I mean, now I've been playing GoldenEye Source,
mod? Yeah,
which is basically probably a better version of kind of what we wanted. But yeah, it's a little sad that never happened.
Yeah, I've seen this a lot. Like, this has been kind of a popular story. I've seen it pop up a bunch. I guess
it has been popping up a bunch
because people loved GoldenEye. I remember playing GoldenEye back when it came out, and I thought one of the coolest. I mean, I remember the paintball mode was one of the coolest things.
Right. Yes. I was so kind of, I'm gonna say giddy when I jumped into a server on that GoldenEye source, and it was paintball mode.
Oh, I gotta download this.
So I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because I remember I had a cousin who was like who came into town, and he for some reason or whatever, and he rented GoldenEye, you know, from like Blockbuster, I think it was, and that's what introduced me to GoldenEye, and we were playing it, and he was like, "Oh, look at this paintball mode," and then so yeah, it's a shame. I know a lot of people were really I do remember a lot of people were, the rumors of the remake and it coming to 360, and then we got that crappy thing that came to Wii
Yeah.
that hardly anyone played.
I want to say it was called GoldenEye Reloaded, or Reload, or something like that.
That sounds like something that it would be. Yeah, that sounds feasible. Alrighty. That's it for you, though, right?
That is it for me.
I don't have that much, but apparently, apparently Blizzard has released the ability to stream Overwatch and some other Blizzard games natively to Facebook. Cause
Not the place you typically go to watch game streams.
now is this? I assume this is like Facebook's live feature,
Yes.
right? Because
Yes.
that's a thing now. That's like been around for what, a month or so.
It's been a year since I've logged into Facebook, so you're talking to the wrong person.
Oh wow.
I am not a Facebook user.
I'm kind of forced to be, just because there's some people who that's the only communication I have if I ever want to ever have communication with them. So I kind of just, have Facebook just in case I ever need to get in touch with some certain people. But yeah, or if I want to see what's, old friends from high school are up to that, don't live here.
Right.
But yeah, normally I just go on Facebook and it's like, oh great, there's all this crap that people have reposted that are just pretty much memes. That's all Facebook is memes.
See, on my feed it's usually, hey, look at this recipe. Hope to make it one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos of quick videos of like, oh look at this. You get the Totino's party pizza, you cut it in 4 pieces, you put a bunch of mozzarella cheese on it, you make sandwiches out of it, you wrap it in bacon, and bam, you've got a bacon
I was gonna say, and put
grilled
bacon
cheese
on
pizza.
it.
Yeah, little videos that are like maybe a minute long that show you how easy some of these, things are to make, these recipes are to make, and it's just like those, and then like just memes. And lately, there's a lot of Pokemon Go memes that I've seen.
Well, you've also been looking for them too. So.
No, I mean that there's just other people, friends of mine who repost stuff. Like there's a lot, like the leaders, of each team.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much like fanfic and crazy shit out there of those three, which don't really have much personality because you've only ever seen like just a couple pictures of them and that's it. But the internet has given them all personalities, and yeah, so but yeah, I guess you can I don't know. I don't know why you would want to stream to Facebook, but
well, the kind of thing that because I actually heard about this a while ago. I guess when I heard about it, it was just in beta form. And the theory that I got was, they do plan on expanding it to the Twitch and YouTube and whatever, but they are using Facebook as a small controlled group to make sure they got all the kinks worked out on this streaming thing. So they're
The
using
small control group that has 2 billion users.
right. But how many people are going to? When I say small control group, I mean how many people are going to use this Blizzard thing to stream games on?
True. Yeah, a lot of people probably don't even
Right.
know. Slash would be like, why would I stream to Facebook? That's dumb.
Right.
Like us.
That and there'll be more people streaming Blizzard games on Twitch and YouTube and Beam and whatever, Hitbox, whatever, than Facebook. So that's your small control group. Which I can see. Use the small thing to that people would actually that some people would actually end up using, and not just something that nobody's ever heard of before, and you're not going to get anybody to use it.
I can see that, yeah. But it's just weird. Facebook. I don't know. It's another way to get your stuff out there, though, I guess.
I remember back in the day, you needed a college account to even log into Facebook.
Remember when MySpace was like the most popular site? Remember that, people? Ooh, whose top 8 are you on? Ooh, no.
Listen to this music playlist that they're doing.
Ugh. Look at all the sparkly, flashy GIF images out there on my page.
Look, your cursor is a pony.
God. Oh, MySpace was horrible. Oh, MySpace was just bad. We didn't know any better. We didn't know any better.
Right, we didn't know any better.
And I'm ashamed to say I had most of that stuff.
I did the playlist thing.
I think one time I think I put like I had like one time I had like my cursor was like a Dragon Ball or something stupid. I did do something like that, but yeah, yeah, the internet has sure grown, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Now we have stuff like Twitter where we're narrowed down to tweets, and then Instagram where it's in Snap. I don't get Snapchat.
I don't either. Like I saw
I
saw
old.
my sister using the other day, and it was like she was talking with a friend, but like you have to take a picture to send the message, so she was like a thumb, and then her message which had nothing to do with the thumb. Here's a foot. Here's an ear. She was that was the kind of stuff she was doing with Snapchat.
Like, at the very beginning, at Snapchat's very early infancy, I understood what it was. A way to send nudes to each other.
Yeah, okay.
And then they would disappear after, like, 6 seconds or whatever. But, like, Snapchat has evolved, and I'm like, I see, visit our Snapchat, or, like, check out our Snapchat, check out, and I'll see, like, businesses and stuff will have, like, the little Snapchat barcode that you can scan to follow, and I'm just like, I don't get Snapchat. What it's pictures, like, but it's more than that, like, and it makes me feel old. It really does. That there's something so popular on the internet that I just don't get.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this feeling. I don't.
Get used to it. It's going to continue. And get worse.
I don't like this feeling, and I also don't like... I don't like that my birthday is coming up so close, either. Because that means I'm getting older. I don't like that. Remember when you used to like to get older?
Yeah, back when you were 8.
Remember when that was a thing? Like...
And then you're like, oh wait, next year I'll be 30. Oh fuck.
I'm about to be 27. So, which doesn't seem like old to some people, but God, it's just like, I was like 21 like a couple years ago. It feels like.
Yeah, like for me, I'm going to be 30 next year. I was in college. It felt like a year ago.
Exactly. So
Nope.
I just don't like it. Don't like it one bit. And soon we'll be getting more we'll be getting more we'll be getting grumpy and turning into all the older, gamer friends we have who are grumpy all the time over
We'll
stuff.
be the cool elderly people. We'll be the elder people who are up on technology. We'll be with it. Says every generation ever.
Yeah. I don't even understand Snapchat, so I'm scared. Anyways, let's see, what's the other topic I've got? Oh, this is something small that I just saw an article on. Apparently, you can turn off the Xbox One power on chime.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, released yesterday, the update adds the option in the settings, power and start menu, to turn it off, which I kind of like that. Because that would mean I can, when we're recording, if I want to turn my Xbox on to check something.
We don't hear the ba-dink.
Exactly. I like that, because I've been caught a few times.
Yes.
I've been outed a few times, and it's just like half the time I just want to just look and see what the most recent stuff. It's like, what have I been playing? Okay, there's Worms, Overwatch, YouTube, and then, the Telltale Batman game. Okay, those are the most recent things I've been playing. And Titanfall 2 is the very top giant thing. So, yeah. But yeah, that's a really loud chime too.
I think I would keep mine on because half the time, I'm, just getting out of bed, and I use, my TV through my Xbox. So I turn my Xbox on to turn my TV on. So I turn the Xbox on and I hear the badoop. I don't have to, really pay attention and kind of still be half asleep.
Gotcha. So that's something if anyone's, interested. What? God, I hate Cortana.
Oh yes, I turned her off right away.
If you turn her off, can you use any of the other commands
I
or
have
no?
not been able to. But then again, my Kinect doesn't really work.
Yeah, see,
So,
Kinect, that's big for me.
The only thing on my Kinect that still works is the RF blaster or the IR blaster. So that's the only reason I still have it plugged in. Is so it turns my TV on and off.
Yeah, the voice commands are big for me for on Xbox. That I use that all the time for command, and I just don't like Cortana because it's like, stop listening. Yes, I said cassettes light. Because those are two. No, stop listening. Okay, I didn't see what it all said. It's still. There we go. Okay. Vanilla Ice Baby lyrics. It just binged. That's one of the results that came up. The next one is how to overcome a music addiction. In parentheses, with pictures. Over and over again, Nelly featuring Tim McGraw, YouTube. What?
Ace confirms in our chat that if you turn Cortana off, you cannot use the voice commands.
that sucks. I can't turn it off. I just have to deal with Cortana. I don't know why I can't see the chat. The chat's not showing up for me. I'm on our page.
It's Twitch.
I'm on Twitch.
Oh, really?
And it's just not working for me, I guess. Oh, that's weird. I was on 269 past broadcast. How? I don't know. But apparently that was a thing. I don't know. Okay, now I got the chat.
Okay.
But yeah, I clicked 269 and I guess it was past broadcast. I don't know. Did you record for like a second or something?
No.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, like I said, it's Cortana's just bad.
Yeah.
It just searched for season pass when I said the word and then is just bad. It's still searching. Go away. Stop listening. Okay. Anyways, I'm just to turn my Xbox off. Forget that.
That's not that plan because we're recording.
Well, I like I said, I was looking through like we were on Worm. We're talking about Worms. I was looking through the options to see and I was reading out the multiplayer options, stuff like that, looking to see what the heck I was playing recently. Cause, yeah. Oh, and Overwatch. Apparently, there was some kind of code, some kind of, I don't know. There was something. There was something that everyone thought the new character was going to be revealed yesterday. I think Sombra.
Right. Yes, the one that's been kind of teased forever.
Yeah, there was something where a lot of people were thinking it was going to be revealed yesterday, and it didn't, and a lot of people are kind of upset.
Yes, that's what I hear.
Which I kind of am like, yeah, let's start season 2 of Overwatch. One, because I need to get back into that game, and I didn't really do much with season 1. So when season 2 starts, I think I'm going to try to play more of it and get more into it. But I need to get back into Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I think Overwatch is so far my game of the year. I've really enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I would like to play it more than I do.
Yeah, it's definitely every time we play it, I just have a blast.
Right, yeah.
When it's like you, me, Ace, maybe Nox.
Yeah, it's always just a lot of fun.
Definitely. And the different what's it called? It just has so many different characters and so many different play styles. It's such a well built game. It really is for the most part. But yeah, Ace is saying he loves Overwatch. Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely in my top 3. I'll say for the year. I don't know if it'll stay there, but it's definitely a game that I keep going back to. Like, I played a few matches the other day. I haven't had a lot of time to be gaming, but I found time to play. When I did sit down and play something, I was like, play a little Worms, and then I was like, I want to play some Overwatch. I wonder what the weekly brawl is, and it was offensive mode.
I never did end up playing any of the Olympic stuff.
Was there more than just the Lucio ball?
I think there was one more, but nobody was talking about it.
I didn't see anything. Yeah, like I saw Achievement Hunter. I saw them play the Lucio ball, and I have to think when I say that because if you just say it and don't think, it sounds like you're saying Lucille ball.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, which that's not it. But Yeah, it's I don't know. It's such a fun game, and you know, I'm able to just jump in, play a few matches, jump out.
The thing is, I really wish that was a play anywhere game, because I know I would play it a lot more on PC.
Yeah, that I could see that definitely, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to what this Sombra is going to be, to the reveal of the new character, and maybe more modes or stuff. I do like the fact that they have like weekly brawls where they're different, like kind tweaked game types.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this one's offensive, so you can only be like McCree, Reaper, Soldier, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank. The cover chick starts with the T. Tracer.
Yes.
And then there's one other one. There's one other one, but yeah, like it's all offensive modes, so it's kind of hectic and kind of crazy because there's like no healing. Like, the only healing is like Soldier, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped in, I started playing, I started doing pretty well, and then next thing I knew, I had like 5 gold medals. I'm like, that was a good match. And Ace, I have not tried the Warframe update. I need to do that. I saw Blue hopped on Warframe when I looked at my friends list, so maybe he's checking that out.
I haven't played Warframe in forever.
That's another game I want to play. That's a game we all say we like, and we all talk about playing it.
Never play together.
And we never really play it much. Yeah. That's a game I would like to play more, definitely. So, anyways, that's enough rambling. I guess we can close the show out. It ended up being longer than I thought.
Yeah.
So, normal size show, pretty much. So, alrighty. I guess be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com. There's links to our YouTube channel where you can subscribe and get notifications. That's a thing now. You can go to YouTube channels and get notifications for each individual channel. Like, you can set up, I want notifications for whenever this channel goes live or has new videos, for it to like pop up on my phone.
My phone always does that by itself. I don't like that.
Mine does that for some. Yeah. Not for all, but for some. But apparently you can go into that, and you can go into each channel and customize that, so you can, change that, which...
Okay, because I like College Humor, but I don't watch all their videos.
Yeah. Is cool.
That's one that goes off all the time.
It's cool because you can like go to ours, since we stream on YouTube and Twitch, you can go to our channel, set it up to remind you, or to pop up a notification whenever we're streaming, so you can watch, either Stuart streaming, on the YouTube, or us doing, the podcast streaming.
Right.
So that's a thing I thought I'd share with people, that it just kind of came out and no one really talked about it until I saw something about it where they were talking about it. But anyways, the links to that, or if you want to watch on Twitch, we're on Twitch as well. We stream on both, so there's links to the Twitter and the Facebook, which we need to set up. Like, I don't think everything goes to Facebook anymore.
Right, because that add-on broke, didn't it?
That add-on broke our site.
It did.
So that was a pretty big thing. But okay, I just want to point out, Ace typed, going to hit some Titan balls too early tonight, fellows. He's gonna hit some Titan balls too.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, I just had to. I had to point that out. And if you want to follow us individually on Twitter, Stuart is @CasualTerror, and I am @GeekyWilliam, which it's right below our camera feeds. if you watch the live show, or either live recording or post recording show that goes up.
Yep.
So, we don't tweet that much.
Not anymore.
I need to try to start tweeting more often. I used to tweet a bunch, and then I've just been busy where I don't do a lot of things anymore.
Typically, my tweets have become when we go live, or when I go live.
Stuart hasn't been tweeting that much for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, and especially since we have our community has this group, this Google Hangout group.
Right. Well, because the people I would have tweeted to or talked to are in this Google Hangout that we're all in. So
yeah. So like Stuart just doesn't do social media.
No. No, I don't.
Stuart's a shut-in when it comes to being social in the real world and on online.
Absolutely.
He's a hermit.
Yep.
But yeah, our site, thegeeksftw.com, there's links to pretty much everything on there. We try to just make it easy, front page, links to anything you need from us. So there's no, if you try to find something of ours, link wise, there's no searching. It's just our site, bam, it's there.
Yep.
So, I guess you got anything to say, Stuart?
No. I have been trying to stream more. I did a good job this week.
I kept seeing like, okay, he's streaming Monday. Okay, he's streaming Tuesday. Oh, he's streaming on. Okay, wow, he's streaming a lot.
The days I'm streaming are Monday and Wednesday. Thursday is typically the podcast. If we don't do it Thursday, I tried to do maybe a
Didn't you stream
podcast
on Tuesday?
No, I did not stream on Tuesday.
So it was Wednesday that you were doing WoW that I showed up for like
that was
5 or so minutes. Monday.
Okay. That was Monday.
Wow, that was Monday. Okay. See, I got my days mixed up even, but
yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is typically the podcast. If we don't do a podcast, I'm gonna try to do a no podcast stream of just a game. That didn't happen last night. So, and then Friday is either our podcast holdover day and our off-our game night. But I'm not going to be able to make it to the off-our game night tonight, so that won't happen.
Gotcha. Which someone else is going to stream that.
Yeah, there's usually there's usually at least 2 or 3 streams.
Ace Black will probably be streaming that, or
Ace usually is. Nox sometimes is. Blue sometimes is.
Yeah. So, but if you're listening to this, it's the game night's over with, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually Stuart's streaming it, so next following weekend.
Yes.
Friday, maybe check that out. But yeah. And like I said, stay tuned to our YouTube channel because hopefully there's a lot of videos, a lot of different games that I want us to be playing, and we'll talk about that when we get done recording. But I guess that's it for the episode, people. 269 is done, and thanks for watching / listening.
See ya. And thanks for everybody who watched us live.
Yeah, thanks.
We had somewhere between 2 to 3 to 4 people watching the same
Oh, good.
time. So.
Ace didn't leave as soon as he typed that. He heard us. He heard me call him out for the Titan balls. Yeah.
I'm gonna end this.